Hello, welcome back to another book vlog. I am so excited about this one. We have some very exciting things going on. One of them being, if you saw, yesterday I went to the library and I got I had them on hold, so I was waiting for them and I knew they were coming, but I got two very anticipated reads. One of them being Better Than the Movies, which is like Haley Pham's all-time favorite book, which I've heard really, really good things about. And then The Ministry of Time, which is also another book that Haley Pham really loves. But I think it's just more fiction, not so much a romance novel. I'm not positive though. Hold on. I'm just holding you guys and my arm is already tired. So let me find my tripod. There we go. That's better. I have two hands again. So yes, these two books, very excited to read. It's definitely been a minute since I have talked to you guys about books. I think last I filmed, I was still reading The Child of the River by Irma Joubert while I was home in Ohio, but now I'm married, and look at that. So exciting. But now I'm married, and so we're back in Arizona. We had a little honeymoon. I didn't really read much on it, but I did on our flight home, or our flight to Arizona. The word home is kind of weird right now, but on our flight back to Arizona, I did start The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. I have seen pretty good things about this book so far. I got it, I think, at a Changing Hands. Actually, I have the bookmark. Yeah, I got it at Changing Hands for like $10, and I was like, it's so cute. I think I got it before I went to France, and I was like, it's gonna put me in the mood like for French stuff, but I didn't even read it. Like I brought it to France with me, but I was reading the Catherine Center book. What's it called? How to Walk Away, which was really good. I think I'm still gonna stick with the 4.5 stars for that book. But and then I started The Child of the River because it was a library book for Ohio and I wanted to read it, but after I got home from France, my life just got crazy and I really didn't read very much of it. I think I got maybe 3 chapters in. So, you know, that is what it is. And then I had to leave it in Ohio. So hopefully at some point I will get it back. I'll probably restart it whenever I get it back, which is sad face, but you know, here we are. So then I started this one on the plane. I think I'm on chapter 6. I'm about to start chapter 7. It's honestly been really good. I like the characters. I like the way it's written. It feels like kind of deep, but like not too deep. So I really appreciate that. And then the cover is so pretty. I mean, we all know I love the Eiffel Tower, so that's fun. Yeah, so I wanted to show you these. Hopefully I'll finish this book. My personal goal is in the next 2 days. We'll see if that happens. I don't know how much time. I have a lot of editing videos that I need to get done. So I don't know if this one will get finished before in 2 days, maybe by the end of the week. I don't know. I'm so excited to start those ones. So, side tangent. Yesterday, I picked up those books from the library. Excuse me. And I was so excited to read them. I was just like, I want to read them. But I was talking to Dylan, and I was like, I don't know. Like, should I just put this guy off to the side again? He was like, you're already 5 chapters in. You should just read it. He's probably right. And I feel like it's going to be a good book. I just need to, like, really purposefully dedicate some time to it. So hopefully today, I'm spending the day with his mom, but she's working from home. So hopefully today I will get some good reading done, but we'll see if that happens. So I wanted to intro you guys a little bit before I head over there. So that's one thing. Second thing, I have something exciting to show you. So the next thing, I think I have already mentioned it, but for my birthday, which was now 2 weeks ago, I'm 20. Yay, guys, I made it. survived my teen years. And I had a day out, I think the day before my birthday, or a couple days before my birthday. And we went to Half Price Books, and I love Half Price Books, and I found out that there is actually one in Arizona because I googled it. But they're just so great, you know. You get like decent books for like $8. Like that's literally what I got this one for. But I got myself 3 books for my birthday, which are gonna go on my new bookshelf, which I'm excited about. But I wanted to show you. So the first one that I got is a writing book. It's called Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott. And yeah, I'm just like really excited to read it. I've heard good things. So it's some instructions on writing and on life. There we go. No more sticker. But one of the things I need to do is finish Stephen King's On Writing book, because I'm in the middle of that one. I don't know why I stopped it, because like his writing is so good, and like that book is so good. So I got this book, and then if you saw a couple videos ago, I read Love at First Book, and I was obsessed. Like it was just so good. Like I keep thinking about it even still. Like that one quote I have written down on a sticky note somewhere, and I'm just like, I still think about it. Like it's just a really good book. Like it kind of lives rent free in my head now, which is how I know that it's just a really good book. And Half Price Books had it. I think it was $15, which is not bad at all, especially for a new release, because this one came out in May. I don't know. It came out this year sometime. I bought it, and I think I want to have a reread of it sometime next year, but I want to go in and find my quote. I could just rave about this book, but this is like my 5-star. Honestly, this might be my favorite book of the year, but we still have a lot of good books to read this year, so we will see. And then I got a long-awaited book. I am so excited about this book. I got Beach Read by Emily Henry. I know, I caved. Everyone in the world, I feel like, loves this book. I think I heard one person say that they didn't like it. But that might not even have been this one. It might have been a different book. Oh, yeah, that is about authors. So, a literary fiction author and a best-selling romance author. So, I'm so excited to read this book. So, interestingly, their names are both, Augustus, but January. They're like months, which is interesting. I'm so excited to read it. I love books about books and authors and writing and like all of this good stuff. So I am so excited to read this one. Honestly, I don't know very much about it other than that it's about authors. I think that they are in the same house. I just read on the back they're polar opposites. Neighboring beach houses. So we'll see. I think that there's enemies to lovers in it, but I don't honestly know that, so don't quote me on that. So yes, very excited about that. So that's kind of a little bit of a reading update. Tomorrow, exciting thing, I am getting my vlog camera, because if you don't know, I've done up to this point on my phone, which honestly has been a good start, and I'm glad I started like vlogging and editing before I got a camera, because it was less pressure and it's kind of easy to just pull out my phone. I mean, my camera quality isn't amazing, but it's gotten the job done, and I've learned a lot, and now I know that I want to vlog before I like committed to a whole camera. I think I'm gonna go read. I think I'm gonna head over to Dylan's mom's house, and we're just gonna go from there. So I will see you when I am ready to read. Hey guys, I don't have any storage on my camera right now, but I wanted to let you guys know that I'm currently reading Happily Never After by Lynn Painter, and I just got to page 100, and honestly, it's been pretty good. I just painted my nails too, so that was fun. I like the concept. I'm interested to see, I'm not even halfway yet, but I'm interested to see where it goes, so yeah. I don't normally film with the back of my phone camera, so this is a terrible angle, I'm sorry. I am on page 225, I think. 29. And I don't know. There's a lot of language in it. Kind of crude, but it's also just like friends with benefits. I'm like not crazy about it, so I don't know. It goes back on Tuesday, so I kind of need to finish it. I don't want to leave it. I don't really want to DNF it because like I see the potential for the rest of it, and I like the characters, which is all good reasons to keep reading the book, but I don't know. It's okay. I guess I'll hopefully continue it. A new library with me. I own that book. Two books from the library, both The Ex-Vows by Jessica Joyce and The Writing Desk by Rachel Hauk. And then I also got a library card. So, fun things. I wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update. I'm not exactly sure what you guys last saw. I feel like I haven't talked about my books that I've read since I finished The Ministry of Time. I don't even know if I rated that one, but I read The Ministry of Time and that went pretty good. I honestly really loved it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I definitely think about it all the time. But there is a couple of there is a codependence moment that they talk about that honestly I think about way too much in kind of a negative way. So just because of that little detail that kind of bothers me, I think I'm just gonna give it a 4.5, but it was so good. I definitely loved reading it so much. And then Better Than the Movies, I know you guys saw that was in my 24 hours. I didn't get a chance to read that one, so I had to give it back to the library, so I'm on the wait list again for it, and I'm really excited to read it. I just, we're not there yet. So then the next book that I read was, what did I read next? Oh, Happily Never After, which I think I rated it for you guys, but if I didn't, I think I rated it a 3-star, maybe even a 2.5, or even just a 2-star. I was not crazy about that book. There was a lot of language in it. It was definitely an adult romance. It was super spicy. If you took out all of that and you just had the plot, I really enjoyed the plot, but there's just too much smut and language for me to really love it. So sadly, that was a 2.5, maybe even just a 2-star. And I'm kind of sad that that was my first exposure to Lynn Painter, because I know so many people love Better Than the Movies, and that was going to be my first exposure. So that's kind of sad. And then after that, I started a novel love story. I think I got maybe 3 chapters in, and I just wasn't really feeling it. I was enjoying the writing style. I'm really excited to read more from Ashley Poston. But I wasn't feeling it, and I was gonna go back to the library pretty soon, and I didn't want to like rush read it. So I soft DNF'd it. I want to come back to it, but it just wasn't like the moment. I think I wanted something with a little bit more depth. So then, if you guys saw, I started The Exless Vows, I think, is that what it's called? Actually, I have it right here. The X Vows, by Jessica Joyce. I saw really, really good things about this, but I think I read the prologue and the first chapter, and I was really loving the prologue, but I think I'm realizing that I don't like second chance romances. I think specifically I don't like second chance romances when the relationship ends over a stupid miscommunication or a stupid fight or whatever. Like, I really enjoyed Mistakes We Never Made, but only like when I was reading like the backstory, or like after they had like learned how to retolerate themselves. That like beginning of like hating each other but being forced to be together, I don't enjoy it. I really don't. And after Happily Never After, I kind of felt like I was getting into a little bit of a reading slump, and I did not think I was gonna like this book. So I did DNF it. I might, Cured Being might come back to it. I like the work aspect of it, from her perspective, but we will see. But definitely DNFing for now. I know so many people love second chance romance, but having a ton of history that is bad, it's not my favorite. And like the whole, like, it's just like all about holding grudges, and I don't like holding grudges, so I'm not a huge fan of that. So then I was at that new library, and I got this one. But I started this one, The Writing Desk by Rachel Hauk, maybe. And I am honestly really, really enjoying this. I'm about to start chapter 14. I've been listening to the audiobook. I don't know why, but just like the language of it is not my favorite. I think technically it is a Christian fiction romance book. It is a New York Times bestselling author. There are like a little bit of Christian things in it, and it's a dual timeline and multiple POVs, and I'm honestly really, really enjoying that. There is a second chance romance in here, and I'm enjoying this one, but they don't have, like, there's no holding a grudge or beef. It's just they fell apart. So I'm really, really enjoying that. So yeah, I'm about this far. I think I'm like 25% of the way through in the audiobook, because I just put it on 2x speed, and I'm invested in the story, but the language of it is not my favorite. So it is historical fiction, and reading this book, I don't know why I don't just say that I like historical fiction, because I'm pretty sure that I do. But I just like historical fiction, and it's hard to accept because so many people are like, I don't like historical fiction, but I think I just enjoy historical fiction. Like, my favorite book of all time, historical fiction. I loved The Book Thief. I'm enjoying this one. Like, it's almost like a comfort read for me. Like, it's just really good. And maybe that's because I just didn't have like proper history growing up. Like, my knowledge of history is like so spotty. But I'm very much enjoying this, so. It has finally been cooler in the morning. Granted, it is 6:30 a.m. right now, so it makes sense that it's cooler. But waking up at 5 by 6:30, you know, I'm ready to go sit and read for a little bit, and I can be outside for like half an hour, which is amazing, and I love it. And like being outside just makes me so happy. Sorry if it's a little bit loud with like the morning traffic noise, but you know, a new place is exciting. But essentially, I started reading Beach Read by Emily Henry, because this is a book off of my physical TBR, and I am on chapter 3, page 26. Honestly, it's been pretty good so far. I have really high expectations for this book, and that scares me so much because I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. We're already dealing with a lot of grief. I didn't even like read the back. Anyways, but it's honestly been really, really good so far, and I'm really excited. This is Haley Pham on YouTube. She's a booktuber. This is her favorite book, like, of all time, and so that kind of makes me nervous because I really respect her opinions on books. And a lot of the books that I have read and that I have because of her. And so this book scares me just a little bit. But I also have some avocado toast. So I'm going to munch on my toast and read my book outside for a little bit. Hi guys, I'm on the balcony again. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update. We are, I think, in the middle of chapter 8. She said hesitantly. Yeah, in the middle of chapter 8. Bookmark. It is going pretty well. I was a little hesitant at first. There were a couple moments where I'm like, do I really care about this book? But I really like the characters, actually, which I am very surprised by. Not because I wouldn't expect her to write good characters, but like I'm only on chapter 8, and so I wouldn't expect to be as invested in the characters as I am. But I both really like Gus and January. I don't really know where we're headed. I feel like the main plots haven't been revealed quite yet. When I have been picking it up, I have been enjoying it. A lot has been going on. My sister was just in town. She left yesterday, so I haven't been reading a ton, but we're making progress and I'm enjoying it, which is very good. So I'm gonna sit out here and read this for probably the next 30 minutes before I need to go in and make breakfast and get ready to take Dylan to work. So